heavy, tribal, primal, metal, touch of thrash, touch of stoner, Lemmy. We're back with High on Fire, Electric Messiah. Right, well, I think it is fair to say that summer has well and truly fucked off. But that doesn't stop me braving these hills to bring you the review. Two things very quickly before I get going. If you like the channel, if you like the videos I do, make sure you put a like down below. Click on the like button, because a lot of people, they watch the videos, that's all great and everything, but then they forget to put the like on there at the end, which is fine, but yeah, if you want to support the channel, hit the like button now, because it really does help me out. And secondly, High on Fire. This is a band who doesn't make bad albums. They just don't do it. They're one of those bands that have a pretty clean discography, as far as I'm concerned. Not a bad album amongst them. There are obviously albums I prefer over others, but I'd happily listen to any of them. It's fair to say that with each album they put out, they get more and more recognition. And rightly fucking so. I think you know where this one's going. This is the band's 8th studio album, and it's their first since 2015's Luminiferous, which was a fantastic album. And this is the 3rd album that they've done with Kurt Ballou of Converge producing. They did De Vermis Mysterious in 2012, I want to say, which is another incredible album. And Luminiferous, as I said. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it ain't working, it might be worth going to a doctor to check it out. You know what I'm saying, guys? Don't be proud, don't be proud. Now, this is the 2nd album that's been put out this year, featuring one Mr. Matt Pike. Surely one of the most underrated guitar players of our generation. Not only is he in High on Fire, of course, but he's also in the monumentally, stupidly, ridiculously talented Sleep. Anyone who's a fan of stoner metal or doom metal will be aware of Sleep and just what a phenomenal band they are. Seeing as it's fudging cold right now, I'm going to get on with the review, I think. First up, we have Spewn from the Earth. And straight out of the gate, we get that unmistakable High on Fire sound. Huge, fat-sounding guitars. Dez kicking the shit out of his drum kit. Jeff gluing everything together on the 4-string motherfudger. And Matt Pike, of course, delivering those whiskey-drenched, inhalation-damaged vocals that we all find so endearing. Spewn from the earth, deep in terror's girth. Old ones from below. Once the spell awakens, comes the armies never known. There are so many great riffs in this one song, and we get one of those unmistakable Matt Pike guitar solos. Really great start to an album, just full on, full bore, getting straight into it. I think it's fair to say that we're in for a good time with this album. Next up, we have the first of 2 epics that feature on the album. Steps of the Ziggurut / House of Enlil. A 9.5-minute song that most mortal bands would have put into 2 songs. But nay, High on Fire don't need to do that shit, because they're high on fucking fire. Now this song alone highlights one of the reasons I love this band so much. Not only can they do that cross of Motorhead meets Slayer, sort of high tempo, high octane riffage. But as I mentioned earlier, Matt's also a part of Sleep, so he's more than capable of doing those doomy, heavy, sludgy, slow riffs, which are just heavy as fuck. And this song is filled with them. Really slow, really grinding, really just nasty. In a good way. Reckless abandon the overlords, the sight of landing indigenous hordes. Plunder abundance demands the blackened swords. Genetic workers endure our earthen toil. I don't know what it means. Things start to speed up a little and we get a solo that's a bit more reminiscent of Jerry Cantrell. Then we get into the second half of the song, House of Enlil. And this has a really sort of psychedelic, ancient feel to it. From the mountains, from the waters of the earth, I have heard the call Nineveh. From the forests, from the deserts of earth, I've become the son of war. Epic as fudge. Next up we have the title track itself, Electric Messiah. This album, and the song in particular, is a tribute to Lemmy Kilmister, of course, the legendary frontman of Motorhead. And this song definitely reflects that. There's always been a Motorhead meets Slayer meets Doom element to High on Fire, but this song more than any other on this album in particular has a very, very, very strong Motorhead influence, and purposely so. I just want to quickly read out something that Mike said. When Lemmy was still alive, I always got compared to Lemmy, so I had this dream where he got pissed at me. He gave me a bunch of shit basically and was hazing me. Not that he didn't approve of me, but was just hazing me. The song is me telling the world that I could never fill Lemmy's shoes because Lemmy's Lemmy. I wanted to pay homage to him in a great way, and it turned out to be such a good title that the guy said we should call the album Electric Messiah. Although at first the working title was Insect Workout with Lemmy. Not only is the music straight from the Motorhead canon, but the lyrics are great as well. All give praise as the ace hits the stage. All are amazed at the cards that he played. My homage paid to the king in his grave. He's playing bass and he's melting your face. Really, really great song this one, and a fitting tribute to the Motorhead main man himself, Mr. Lemmy Kilmister. Let us all take a, well, I don't know, do what you want. Just think of Lemmy. Just think of Lemmy. As it is England, Hampshire, the rains begin to start, which means I think I'm going to start heading back towards the car. This could end up being one of those car editions, guys. No one gives a fuck. Okay, next song we have Sanctioned Annihilation, and this is the second of the epics in the album. This one comes in at over 10 minutes long, but it doesn't feel like it in a good way. Starts out with some nice clean guitar before getting into a much sludgier, heavy as fuck riff. The sort of feel of this song was a bit like Bastard Samurai from their Snakes of the Divine album. All is drowned in the waters of murk. The bomb explodes and scorches the earth. Really strong song, real apocalyptic sounding, and the last 3 minutes in particular are awesome, with Matt sounding like this prophet, this harbinger of doom. The sanctioned annihilation. Prepare for devastation. Visual war perversion. Death tax to the third world occasion. We see the thousands here to die. A truly huge apocalyptic sounding song. Fucking awesome. Next up we have the Pallid Mask. This is another one of their songs that kind of highlights to me just why I love the band so much. And this one is because of Des Kenzel. He's just such a tribal, primal sort of player. A lot of tom work he does in his drumming. It's just got a signature sound, pie and fire, along with Matt's vocals and guitar playing, of course. I also found there was some strong Sabbath elements in this song, which is another one of the band's influences, of course. All hail Lord Iommi. I've seen Babylon. Her fires burn so white. The whole world lay in pantomime. Grasp our rifles tight. I assume that's not a euphemism. I give this one a thumbs up. Next up we have God of the Godless, and this one reminded me of the title track from Luminiferous, in terms of the pace and the feel. Demutinize, and now their line is cursed, and bring an end, all left to fry. Speak not a word of the castrated herd, and being man is now a crime. Good tune. Next up we have Freebooter. Some absolutely amazing riffs on this one. Really enjoyed this. The lyrics were particularly great on this one. This one's just really fast paced and makes you want to move, which is another one of the reasons I love the band so much. They kind of were this is the sort of music I kind of just want to get things done. You know, if I'm feeling a bit low or got no energy going on, this is the sort of music that drives me and makes me get up off my chair and fucking do something, you know what I mean? This song is pretty much about nautical invaders fucking shit up. Black is our storm and you'll never escape our attack. Keel hauled and nailed to my mast. I've read the stars and crossed the leagues to bring you death. I mean, come on. Penultimate song, The Witch and the Christ. And we get a Slayer style opening riff to this one, you know, those sort of Jeff Hanneman specials, those creepy, eerie, clean guitar intros that were done with that eerie minor key. That's the sort of thing we get. Huge riffs, great bass, and awesome drumming on this one. Roll the bones and dice, a pagan sacrificed, a fleeting state of mind, my hair begins to rise. I pay my demon's price, the tree was shaken thrice, the spell was dealt the crone, the knuckle and the stone. Really heavy song, this one, awesome. Final song on the album, Drowning Dog. This one starts out with an almost sea shanty type sort of vibe to it, and it morphs into this song that's very reminiscent of Thin Lizzy's The Emerald, and the vocal phrasing has similarities as well, but not in a bad way. Really, really loved the chorus on this one. And God damn you, you're the shadows of man, and God damn you, for it's kill or be killed in the end. We get another great solo from Matt, proving yet again why he's one of the most underappreciated, underrated guitar players out there. This is a band that really needs to get their due. They're just such a phenomenal band. They get better with every album, in my opinion. It's always a pleasure to listen to one of their albums. I mean, as far as the score goes, this is a 9 out of 10 for me. This is right up there with the best of the year. Easily a contender for album of the year for me. There's just something about High on Fire. They're one of those bands, whenever I get the album, I kind of know what I'm going to expect. It's just, how good is it going to be? I mean, it's going to be good, at least, but how good? It could be really, really good. This is a great album. I just always enjoy listening to this band. They're incredible. They should be bigger. They should be way fucking bigger. One of the a true heavy rock band, you know, in that old sort of tradition. Just a bunch of warlords. Electric Messiah, 9 out of 10. Get it. So that was that. But what have I got coming up next? To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure. I've been getting a hell of a lot of people requesting reviews, which is great. Unfortunately, it's been quite a frustrating week because there's so many goddamn albums that's come out. October 5th was one hell of a day for albums. So quite frankly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might take a quick look at that 21 Pilots album. It's just a small review. I would like to have a look at Monuments, Windhand. I am going to be doing a review of Author and Punisher, because that's an artist that I think a lot of people need to know about. Incredible, incredible stuff. I don't know what I'll be doing next, but the next one will probably be Monday, I'd imagine. Just a little short something, a little put something together. That's 3 reviews in 3 days. I think you've had more than enough, you lucky fucks.